started the pop-ups 3 years ago. There was a number of reasons we thought we wanted to do it. Firstly, it was a way of getting rid of any surplus food that we had. If there were some products that weren't moving, we thought, well, how do we get rid of like a whole bunch of breakfast cereal or fruit or things like that? And then the other part was that we were getting requests from certain areas of Adelaide to requests of when is Foodbank going to have a more of a permanent home in this area. And the third thing was we were looking for opportunities for our potential corporate sponsors to get involved to provide a hands-on volunteering experience other than just coming in and packing Christmas hampers, which is fun, but doesn't really put them at the coalface, shall we say. So the concept of doing a pop-up came about where we said, okay, let's find an event where we can take food to an area that we think has a need, that doesn't have access to a permanent food bank. We'll get a corporate sponsor to chip in. When we first started, it was $5,000 sponsorship, but it's now $7,000. We take 2 big truckloads of food, always with fresh fruit and vegetables, and we basically set up a market day so that people who have been referred to the pop-up by the local welfare agencies can come and get food. So we don't advertise it. We promote it amongst the welfare sector, but not to the general public, because word gets out. Once we open the doors up, word gets out on social media within half an hour, and within 2 hours we've got people rolling up in their cars from the other side of Adelaide, by which time we've packed up and gone. But every one we've done has been a minimum of 400 people go through in 2 hours, and generally between 6 and 10 tonne of food that we give away in that time. And the impact on the volunteers has been interesting as well, because we also get our corporate groups to actually talk to the people and say and do an exit interview. Why are you here today? And I've seen CEOs of major businesses in tears when they find out why, some of the stories that they hear of why people are there. And it's very much a case, in a lot of cases, of there but for the grace of God go I, because there are people that one of our managers saw their next door neighbour at one of these things, because you never know who is going to be impacted by some sort of misfortune that is going to put them in a position to have to seek food relief. The thing that I've been impressed most by with the fruit and veg program is that the farmers don't want to make a big thing about it. We tried to do a recognition event at Government House a couple of years ago and invited all the farmers, and they were all either going to bed at the time that they were, and they just said, look, we like doing what we're doing. We don't need to be recognised for it, but thank you anyway. So they don't make a song and dance about it. They just do it. And when we first started, we thought we'd get all the B grade stuff, the things, the double-legged carrots and the 4-headed strawberries and the ugly fruit. But from a number of them, we do get that. About 40% of it is at what we call B grade, but 60% is prime A grade fruit and veg. Some of it is export quality, the nectarine, and a lot of the growers, now that they see the benefits of where their product is going, and can see that Foodbank we're a reputable organisation. We know how to handle the products pretty well. We get a number now that commit to an ongoing supply per year. So every time the nectarine growers, we already know what we're going to be getting from them this year. We know that the potato guys commit to so many tonnes per week. So it's quite an extensive program now. We see it as an essential part of what we do, because fruit and veg has to be available. It's a staple product. As I mentioned before, though, our problem is that we see that there is still not the knowledge within the community of what to do with it, how to cook an eggplant, or what to do when we've got 5 tonne of surplus pumpkin. So that's the next stage of giving people teaching people, trying to give people the knowledge that if they've got $20, it's better value to come to us and get fruit and veg, or go to their greengrocer and get fruit and veg, than it is to go to Hungry Jack's and get four hamburgers. As our reputation grows and as our brand awareness grows, we're starting to get approached by universities, by university students, by secondary school students to come and volunteer and help us. And a number of the uni students, particularly in the nutrition sector, are coming to Foodbank to do projects. And in fact, a young lady started today with us. A few of them we've had in the past have done recipe cards for us, where we've been able to use those recipe cards to make up meal packs to help people to be able to make a simple meal, but make it for $4.